have you ever wondered why sometimes you can hit the ball right down the fairway perfectly, and then the very next time it's off to the right, it's off to the left? Physically, you know how to do it. So could it be something mental that's getting in the way of your peak perfect performance? Let's ask the expert in that. Dr. Adrienne Ahern is here today. You're a sports psychologist. Is that how you describe yourself?
Yes, sports performance psychology.
Performance psychology. And you're an athlete yourself.
I am.
So you got interested in this field.
Well, you know, I wrote my book, Snap Out of It Now, and I've always worked with athletes because I'm an athlete, but after writing that, I found myself working with golfers predominantly because golfers want to snap out of that thinking pattern.
Right.
In fact, there's 3 things that I wanted to talk about how to get into the zone.
Okay, yeah, get us in the zone.
Okay, the first thing you have to do is you got to build your skill routine. Meaning in golf, you got to have a golf game. You have to build the skills.
There's no way to magically suddenly walk out on a golf course, or really any other sport for that matter, and just suddenly because you think you're going to be great.
Exactly.
Okay.
I tell everybody, I can't make you a great golfer, but I can help you replicate your best shot. So, so the 2 other things, so first of all, you build your skill. The 2 things is where I come in, mental focus and emotional flexibility. And that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Okay, so you've devised a feedback method where you can determine whether or not people mentally are in the right place for their peak performance.
Right.
Okay. So why don't just show us how this works, and you go ahead and keep talking if you want. I know there's a little setup involved here.
Yeah, a little setup.
Okay.
This is called the Peak Achievement Trainer, and it's not mine. It's a colleague of mine developed this, and it really measures how focused you are, and we're going to look at that in a moment. There's a bar that when you raise a particular bar, it's measured off of your frontal lobe. Your we have a visor, sensor that goes here, sensor that goes right on the temple, and one on the ear. And what we're going to be measuring is how much thinking's going on in that front part of the brain. And the less thinking, the higher the focus.
Well, I ought to be pretty good at this thing.
That's what golfers
according to my wife and kids, anyway.
Well, golfers talk about the quiet mind, and that's what we're trying to achieve. And then there's another aspect, and that is physiological tension. So we have another factor here that we measure the alertness or arousal level. Right. And with
is this where in your mind you start getting nervous, so you physically start clutching up, the muscles start to twitch and react?
Exactly.
Okay.
And sometimes we don't even know that we're getting tense, getting tight. And so it's wonderful to be able to see that on a computer screen. And then what we do is we train the ability to shift that, self-regulate. So when you go out on the golf course, you're about to address your ball, you know where you need to be. And we practice that. I take this out into the golf course and help the golfer see where they are, and then we train that back in the office.
So now this is a little bit different than just visualization. Because visualization is very important to practice mentally and to get the skill down in your mind over and over and over again. But this is relaxation, focus, concentration with visualization. So it's really making it focus.
Right. We're programming the motor memory.
Okay. Well, show me how it works then.
Okay. So here, I'll give you this.
I'm already nervous. I don't golf.
Well, you know, we're also going to be taking a look at your brain here, Mark. So,
got a microscope with you?
Let me see. You might want this to
if
any water falls down, because I've got a little bit of saline solution on here.
Okay. So the visor goes right on the
visor
forehead
goes
there,
right on the
forehead.
forehead.
There's like 3 sensors attached.
3 sensors, and I didn't measure your head beforehand, so we're going to hope that this works. How's that feel?
That's fine.
Okay, we're going to collect.
Nothing's dripping down, so I don't paper towel there. Oh, and it's snappy too.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, and it's got a little Chinese dragon on the front, so it's a little bit more masculine than you might think. So now what? Let me see. I'm going to turn the thing on.
Now, do I need to be plugged in?
You are plugged in. This is a wireless visor.
Oh, it's wireless.
The sensors on the head actually communicate with my computer.
Hi, how are you? Chrissy says it looks good on you. Okay, so now am I trying to do anything at this point?
Right now,
trying to relax?
No, right now we're going to just take a look.
Okay.
Okay.
Into Mark's brain.
See, because I'm kind of afraid that when you try to peek into my brain, the thing's just going to flatline.
Well, you know what?
There'll be a donut in there.
Just
there's a donut in there.
Let me just get this.
Okay, what we're going to do while we're setting this up, we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back and we'll show the results. Boy, did I learn a lot here during the break. Okay, quickly, the idea when you're concentrating is that you can't blink. And I blink all the time. You said if you blink, it cancels out
Well, that's the point. With any golfer, they do a visualization before their shot.
Right.
And the key here is that you're programming into your motor memory strip the visualization. So you're actually going to do what you're visualizing.
And if you blink, it cancels that out. So this thing, every time I blink, this thing is going nuts. So I need to come up to the ball. I need to relax. And what am I trying to do? Trying to get it to be quiet?
Well, no. What you're trying to do is you're trying to be focused, and you're trying to be lower your level of physiological tension. And you're doing actually pretty darn good there, Mark.
If I was any more relaxed, I'd fall down.
Just don't blink whatever you
Don't
do.
blink. Now watch what happens when I blink. Listen.
Okay, yes. When there's no music there, it's showing that you're at the level of focus that I've set for you, and you're also in a nice, even keel with regard to relaxation and
Really
alertness.
interesting. Great biofeedback. All right, Doctor, at fox6.com, we're going to put a link there. The name of the book is
Snap Out of It Now.
Snap Out of It Now. Very good. Thank you so much. It's really interesting.